Content warning. Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is not suitable for all audiences, and viewer/listener discretion is advised. For example, if, when you just heard the term ladies and gentlemen, you immediately thought about how exclusionary it is, then it's probably best you turn this off now.
Because I know you're not really into your music or whatever, and I'm like, no. And he said, but like, so it's like one song that's like, makes you feel happy, one song that makes you feel sad, one song that makes you want to do this, that, or the other. I was like, I'm going to have to stop you. No songs make me feel happy or sad or anything. Like,
you don't feel you've never heard a song that's made you feel something.
No. So I know.
Such a sociopath.
Yeah, do you have emotions at all?
No. Yes, I have emotions.
No, he has approximations of emotions.
Hunger is not an emotion.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here. Welcome one and all to Dead Men Talk Pod. I am
It's
Rob
not
Mulholland.
called Dead Men Talk Pod. That's just what the email address is. He's a fat cunt.
Hi.
Hello, mate.
We all right?
You were trying to run away before I called you a fat cunt, and I wasn't having it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've had enough recordings with you now to know that you're a stubborn little mare.
Yeah. I've really clung on to that, innit?
You're-
No matter how many meetings we have about me doing it, it's still
Yeah.
happening.
Oh, I've got ADHD. I really struggle to remember things. Well, there's one thing you haven't fucking struggled to forget.
Yeah, I don't forget things that I can see. That's the thing, you know. I'm constantly visually reminded of what a fat cunt
Imagine
you
if we
are.
had a HR department.
Unfortunately, at some point it runs up the chain to me and Freddy, and like I don't care. So my vote is I am not in trouble.
Yeah, and I can't be arsed dealing with fucking complaints from little bitches, which
Yeah.
would be me.
Which would be you, yeah. Here we go. Stop being a little bitch, me.
I've
So
got
glad
enough
we've got
shit
that
to deal
sorted.
with.
Yeah.
As long as no one touches each other, then that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, no, I don't think there's any danger of sexual harassment in the
Right,
workplace.
this is what's going to happen. Every time you call me a fat cunt, every time you do a fat joke this episode,
Yeah.
I'm going to move my hand from your knee
Yeah.
closer and closer to your penis.
All right.
Just-
Really feels like cutting off your nose to spite your face, that, right? You big fat cunt, let's go. Fat.
Stop calling my bluff!
I know how little you want to touch my knob.
At what point did I think that wanking you off would teach you a
I
lesson?
know, exactly, yeah. Tell you what, I'll show him. Yeah, have that, you prick.
I'm going to give you the best hand job of your life. You'll never be able to live without me from now on. Yeah, I got soft hands. I'm moisturised.
You do have
Next
soft
time I'll
little
suck you
hands.
off, bitch.
He does have soft little hands. He's got chubby little fingers, but they are very nice.
Yeah, I actually moisturise them as well. I keep
Yeah.
one hand in a glove full of Vaseline like Curly from Mice and Men.
All right, amazing. Yeah.
It's a nice literary reference for you.
Yeah, incredible.
Remember of Mice and Men?
Yeah, I've not read it, actually.
Yeah, I've taught that to children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
You're welcome.
you know, some other things. What not to tell Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I hope none of them called you a fat cunt.
Detention never. Detention's never enough. Speaking of
Oh, God, here
molestation.
comes one of Freddy's segues. Freddy's little fucking segues.
Speaking of horrific molestation.
Yeah.
I've been watching Dharma
Oh, yeah.
on Netflix. It is currently like one of the most watched things
Yeah.
on Netflix at the moment.
People cannot get enough of serial killers.
Everyone's going wild for it. Have either of you two watched it?
Nah.
No.
I'll tell you this.
I'm aware of the story of Dharma.
It's fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, really?
it's so overhyped by women in their 30s with cats that have rape fantasies. That's
Yeah.
what it is, basically.
Cats have rape fantasies.
It is those women. It is like middle-aged women
Oh, mate.
who like listen to the
I
true
hate
crime
it.
podcasts.
So the thing is I quite like serial killers. I'm interested by them.
That's not the way you should express that. I quite like serial killers. They're all right. You know, they get an hard rep, the serial killers.
Have you not got a favourite serial killer?
Freddy?
Yeah.
That's my favourite serial killer.
I'm too lazy to be a serial killer. That's honestly what stops me, is the admin of getting rid of a body.
Yeah.
Like, having to find an industrial drum of acid is just effort.
I like BTK is a good one. Your favourite BLT, obviously.
PLT.
His favourite serial killer. No, BTK is a...
Bind lettuce tomato.
BTK, I
Bind
thought...
lettuce torture.
Yeah. I found very interesting BTK because he was just like, he worked in the church and stuff. He was just like a real like pillar of the community, and he didn't get found for years later.
Well, do you know how he actually got caught, BTK?
Yeah, he got like duped into like basically like dobbing himself in.
Yeah, so basically what BTK would do is he was a serial... Right. But BTK, aka Dennis Rader, is a serial killer who...
If you didn't know, he sounds like a wrestler. Dennis Rader, BTK. It sounds like his finisher, doesn't it? BTK's actual finisher,
it
really.
Was.
Yeah.
Well, it was a finisher. It finished quite a few people.
Finished them, yeah.
So he's a sort of... you know those people, those criminals who escape and they go on Twitter or they go on the police's Facebook page? Yeah. That's what he would do.
Yeah, like guys with like stacks of cash on Instagram, like, and
legit.
Then they get raided next week.
So he would kill people and he would send full fucking manifestos to all of the newspapers going, I've just killed so-and-so.
The worst one, he sent to the police a little thing written on a cereal box because he's a serial killer.
He was
doing puns. He was a dad. He was like a proper dark serial killer. He did all his murders in Crocs.
The khaki killer.
Yeah, he was the scourge of the garden centre.
Well, yeah, with the amount of rope he bought.
Yeah.
So anyway, right, he wasn't caught for years and years and years, like 40 years or whatever.
And like went inactive, was like out of the game, done.
And
retired.
So everyone was like, well, he's gone now, fuck it, right? And then he must have just got bored one day. And he contacted the police and the newspapers again. He was like, still not caught me. I'm thinking about killing again. And he'd use like certain code phrases so that the police would know that they were definitely speaking to him and that. And the police were like, oh, you're just too smart for us. He was like, damn right I am. Here's some fucking like underwear of the victim that I've still got. And the police were like, oh, hello. DNA test. Oh, no. And you've been caught, you daft cunt. That was how easy.
Yeah,
it was.
And like there was some like they narrowed it right down to him because he sent him like I think it was like a floppy disk that had some like information that linked back to his address.
Floppy disk, I love it. Well, he's a duh.
Yeah.
So he did a Paul Scholes. He was like out of the game, came back, and then was a bit shit.
Yeah, and he also chewed people's toenails.
My favourite serial killer is a guy called Andrei Chikatilo, who is also known as the Rostov Ripper. Right, so he killed fucking hundreds of people, right? And it was at the time of the collapse of the Soviet Union, and there wasn't like paperwork on people.
Yeah, just push the Berlin Wall on someone.
What, like that? Like that hand gesture?
Yeah, just pushed up David Hasselhoff off the wall.
Get away, you Berlin Wall.
Oh,
famously easy to push over that wall.
Oh, Mr. Gorbachev, get out of here.
Why was that so camp?
Because I was doing a little camp thing.
Mr. Gorbachev.
That's what I was doing, a deliberately camp thing. That's why, Freddie.
Yeah. So, Andrei Chikatilo, right? Yeah. He was he was what do you call it? Impotent, right? And
Chikatilo. Bow wow. Chikatilo.
What's that?
You know that song off Ferris Bueller? That's what
his
name sounds like.
I don't.
Bow wow. Chikatilo.
That was his entrance music.
Yeah. By God, it's the Rostov Ripper.
Yeah, he was very much like an early version of Jeepers Creepers. Like whenever you heard Chikatilo bow wow, you're like, it's gonna go down. Anyway, right. He was impotent for ages and ages. He actually got his wife pregnant with like a turkey baster. Like just cummed in it and just Anyway.
Came with a softie.
Yeah. Anyway, right. He's pretty pissed off that he was impotent. So he
if only had access to like Blue Chew, he would have been fine.
Well, no, but what he did have access to was children, right? Oh, so he was like, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin one down and I'm going to fuck it. And that's going to, like, that'll be enough of an erection for me to be like, I'll be able to fuck a kid, surely. That was his logic.
Just want to say to any of our impotent listeners, don't try this. Right, it's not a good strategy.
Try
if
pornography.
Anything, the bums are tighter. It's harder.
Try pornography via a VPN, which you can get at Surfshark with the code DEADMAN for 86% off.
If you want to stop yourself raping children, that's Surfshark.
Yeah, this is why we don't have advertisers.
They're not watching.
And
It's
if
Good
you-
fine.
advice, to be fair.
It's good advice.
And if you-
We're saying
Helpful.
don't rape
And
children.
If this saves
Listen-
one child from being raped, I'm all
exactly,
for it.
exactly. Sorry for being anti-child rape, Freddie.
And if you do want to rape some, but you want to make sure that you're in pristine condition, check out Manscaped.
Covered all bases there.
20% off with code DMT20.
Yeah, the last thing you want to get caught with is get caught by one of your pubes being left at the site. So make sure that you're totally clean before you commit the crime. Fucking hell. I don't think they're going to appreciate this free plug.
Manscaped to help you escape the rape.
Yeah. They also have a little torch so you can see where the body is.
Yeah, that's what it's for, so you can get away in the woods.
Yeah. Fuck
Did they
me.
do shovels as well?
No, that's landscaped.
Your body's landscape.
Oh. Right, anyway, Andre Ticcatillo, he was like, right,
Wow, wow.
he was like, I'm a fuck this kid, and that's going to be my thing, right?
Yeah.
Tries to fuck the kid gets away, and he still
They are energetic.
he still can't get it up, right? And he's like, for fuck's sake. So in a fit of rage, he stabs this kid to death, and you never guess what happens?
Got a little boner.
Gets a little boner.
And he's like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
that's what
my,
was missing.
That's my thing, right?
Right.
So he goes on a mad fucking killy stabby rampage, right? And he pick
With
up
a boner the whole time.
he, yeah.
Looking like a fucking divining rod.
And he yeah. The biopic about his life is called There Will Be Cum. It's just
I think there's still going to be blood as well.
so anyway, right? He went on a stabby, rapey rampage, right? And he is somebody who I think he realised quite quickly he didn't really need it to be a particular gender or anything. He just needed stabby, stabs.
Just like the killing.
Yeah, that's what made it even harder to catch him, right? And he'd pick up like drifters from Rostov train station, offer them a lift into town, and then just fucking kill them, right?
Yeah.
And this was like,
If he was around now, what a fucking jackpot. He could just go to Ukraine and fill his boots.
well, this is
Yeah,
it.
if only there was a war then.
Yeah.
So he, it was proving really difficult to catch, partly because, like I said, the collapse of the Soviet Union made it harder to track just people,
Yeah.
but also as well because the police refused to believe that serial killers were a thing. Like, they were just like, nah, Russians don't do that shit. That's American weirdos. Russians don't do this. So he went on a mad rampage. What he used to do is he would take the eyes out of his victims because there was old Russian mythology that said the eyes captured the last thing a person saw. So he'd just scoop their
Like a
eyes out.
screenshot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he was watching Netflix. They've blocked him. He can't see anything.
So,
It's because he was pulling their ear and giving them a tap at the same time.
so oh fuck me. So he eventually got caught. Whatever, I can't remember how he got caught, but he just got caught. And he was in.
Yeah, it's not an important detail.
He was in prison, right? And during his trial, they kept him in a massive cage,
Yeah.
like an
That's
animal.
what prison is, yeah.
Yeah, no. They kept him in a cage in
They
the
locked
courtroom.
him behind bars.
So prison within a prison.
Yeah, no,
Full on
'cause-
like
no,
lectures,
because the
Hannibal Lecter
courtroom,
stuff.
it was Hannibal Lecter shit. But this was
right.
one of the first televised trials in Russia, right? So they really wanted to make sure that they got it right because it was like, we're Russia now, we're built anyway, right?
Yeah.
During the trial, he kept disrupting the trial because he was trying to prove madness. So he kept getting his dick out and trying to masturbate his flaccid cock to show that he was totally impotent. He kept waiting until the trial had finished. Like, originally they put him on trial to kill like 12 people.
Yeah.
And they were like, I sentence you to, and he was like, oh, by the way, I killed another 33. And they were like, God damn. So
in Russian law, you can't just go, we'll do you for these 12 now. We'll deal with the other 33 later.
No, they wanted to, because it was like the first big televised trial of Russia and the collapse of the Soviet Union. They wanted to make sure that it was all above board, all right.
It's going down for 13, not enough.
So anyway, 33, they're literally like, right, you fucker, you got it. He's like, I killed it. They're like, stop it. So by the end, I think he killed over 200. But by the end, they were like, we're sentencing you to this plus however many else you admit, because this is stupid, right? Now, on one of the final days, obviously, there was loads of people trying to get to Chikatilo to kill him. On one of the final days, this 17-year-old lad breaks police lines and throws a piece of rock or piping or something like that at Chillo's head. Chikatilo. Hit his head. You have no idea how off-putting that is. In fact, maybe you do. Maybe you do.
I think he's well aware.
Hit his head and cut his head open massively. Yeah. And then the police tried to arrest the boy who threw it, and all the family of all the victims stood in the way and made a blockade so that he couldn't be arrested.
Right.
Yeah. Freddy's uplifting stories.
Cool. So the kid got away with it.
You're sorry?
That's a great way to be a serial killer then.
Was Vladimir Putin. Not so bad now, is he? Hey?
And that little boy grew up to be Andrei Arshavin.
Oh, man.
He actually kicked the rocket.
Do you remember Andrei Arshavin's website? It was fucking amazing.
Oh, where he just answered questions?
He had an FAQ section on his website, and people would write in. There was one where it's like, hi, I'm a young girl who's looking to get into football. I'm a really big fan of yours. I want to play like you. I'm a left winger. You know, you really inspire me, all this. How do I go about being better at football? And he just went, you are a girl. You should be in kitchen, not play football.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck at all.
It was like, fucking hell, Andre. It was wild.
Yeah. There was some stuff as well. It was like, I'm a young boy and there's a girl that I really like. How do I get her to notice me? And it was like, force her to come to your house, then touch her boobie. You know what I mean? It was like, mate.
It was some real fucking Russian advice.
If you're enjoying Dead Men Talking, then why not sign up to our Patreon? It's patreon.com/deadmentalkpod, and it's just £3 a month. And for that, you get an extra episode every single week. You get access to all the extra content that we film, all the live shows, Rob's punishment set. What else do you get? You get access to the Discord community, specifically the dark room on the Discord, which is where we put all the fucked up videos. You get all that for £3 a month, but most importantly, you're helping to support the podcast and to grow the community, because your money helps us to keep the podcast going. What are you doing? You're poking me in the face.
Poking me in the face.
Okay, thanks, mate. That was helpful. £3 a month, and I get to be financially tied to this absolute fucking reprobate. Thanks.
Speaking of Russia, actually, if you have a look in the email I sent, there is some stuff that's been going on. So in Russia at the moment, obviously they're like, they're like dragging people off the street to conscript them.
Sure. I just want to put a bit of notice on the quality of both mine and your segues. So yours was speaking of Russia, and mine was speaking of molestation.
Yeah. Like I'm literally staying on the same topic. That's why I'm doing what a segue is meant to do, and moving between two things on the same thing.
Yeah. Whilst he's getting it up, by the way, don't watch Dahmer. It's rubbish. It's literally either Jeffrey Dahmer being weird, Jeffrey Dahmer having random gay fantasies, or Jeffrey Dahmer cutting up animals. Like, they make a huge...
I think that's pretty much all he got up to be fair.
Yeah,
I think that was most of his life.
Yeah, but they make a huge thing about, like, you know how they have to show that serial killers are weird?
Yeah.
It's that, but every scene.
Right.
It's like, we get it. He's nuts. Can you show us something else now?
Well, they're not going to show us something boring, like the day he was nice to a librarian.
There's a bit of complexity in the character. I like that.
I just feel like the whole thing where you're trying to sort of... It's lazy exposition, but for serial killers, isn't it? Like that whole bit where you're cutting up an animal and you're like... It does that about 5 times. Yeah. It's like, come on, it's boring, mate.
Yeah, get us to the murders.
Already.
Exactly. Yeah. Get us to the murders. Anyway, show us the Russia thing.
So what's happening in Russia at the moment? They're like conscripting people, like just normal blokes, to go and fight in Ukraine now because it's not going great. So they're like just getting like random people to go do it. So the Russians are now coming up with creative ways to get out of national service.
Okay, just stop you there. Mine would be a limp.
You're going to put on a limp?
Yeah, I'm going to put on a limp.
Right. I think your best hope is they don't have a jacket big enough.
We must sew two together.
Yeah. I don't know if they have fat cunts in Russia that much. I think everyone's like on
I put on a limp once. I'm pretty sure I've told you this. When I did really badly at a gig and I thought someone was going to kick the fuck out of me, and I was about 18.
You put on a limp. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I
you
put a
limped
limp
away.
to leave. You know, like
They would twat you out of sympathy.
yeah, like Kaiser Soze.
Like, I've seen people do that after like they've played a bad game of football. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm a bit injured," but like comedy does not require you to walk.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so yours is just a limp. I don't think they're taking just a limp. I think just a limp, you're going on the bus. Right?
Okay.
These guys have gone for
just
bit more
limp,
of an extreme
and
strategy.
every once in a while,
You're going on the bus.
Like
they're
be a
really
serial killer.
Yeah, I think they'll be like, great, fill your boots in Ukraine. Like, I think they're not fussy at the moment.
all right, super gay.
Yeah, that might do it.
So
that might get you in a different kind of trouble.
I'm getting little hot pants on.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little tight t-shirt, and whenever I go out, I'm just gonna rub my nipples.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna
go, let's go to war, boys. Let's do it for Putin.
Exactly, and they'll be like, nah, mate.
Yeah, not you. Yeah, no, that's actually a decent strategy. These guys.
Maybe I'll just do a you and just shout, "Go away, Gorbachev!"
Exactly, yeah, it'd be
every
perfect.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd be that. You remember that cat woman we were talking about the other week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just say
cat
you
language.
identify as a cat.
I just say identify as a cat, start talking like a cat, and be like, "Fuck this! I don't want to hang around with him for a year."
I think they're throwing you on the front line.
What about?
You're not going to be alive for a year. Don't worry about that. You're going to be stepping on a landmine week 1, mate. Don't worry about it.
What, with my cat-like reflexes?
Right. What about 9 lives as
Yeah,
well?
step on
Nine
9
lives,
landmines. Yeah.
So here's a thing,
Yeah.
right? Let's say
Yeah.
they're coming to conscript you now.
I would suck someone off to not go to
No,
war.
no.
Right,
No,
just
no.
let's get that on the table.
No, but that's not being offered to you.
Oh,
You
right.
have to.
So I've just sucked him off for no reason.
Yeah,
Well, I'll stop you there.
yeah. We could use lips like that in active duty. So
Yeah, they're coming to conscript me.
they're coming.
They're
They're
coming to my
walking.
house.
They're at the other end of the street. They're
Oh,
walking
shit.
towards you.
Right.
What do you do? Dead quick. Go.
Right, I'm jumping over the back fence. Right, I'm into the alley.
Jumping over the back fence into the alley.
Yeah.
You think you're going to outrun a team of soldiers?
Well, tell me they're going
You.
quick. You panicked me.
Right.
I didn't think it through, mate.
Okay.
He's on the spot.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
so
on the
now
spot.
what you do? You've jumped over the fence.
Well, I'm going to use my key to get out the bit where the bins are to get out into the road. There's like you can get into a back road. I'm using my local knowledge to escape. I'm going to get into the park. And I'm going to lay low in Knutsford Vale.
Okay, so you think that your local knowledge
Yeah.
is going to be enough?
Worked
to...
in Vietnam. got rid of the Yanks, didn't it?
So-
Local knowledge, mate. I'm a defending force.
So this is my thing.
Yeah.
Instantly shit myself,
Right.
and then scoop some shit and just smear it across my face.
Go for a naked Martin.
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
a naked Martin.
Yeah.
Because I reckon they'd look at that and go, "Do you know what? We'll get him at the end." Like,
They're
This
already,
one's last. This
Yeah,
one's
if
last.
mate, if they're conscripting you, they're already at the end. They've already run out of options.
Operation Barrel Scrapers in full flow.
If me and you who's getting called up, things are not going well in the war. Like,
I'm putting a dress on.
yeah.
They don't like women in the war. Or
Do they make dresses that small?
I'm a
It's
cabbage patch
smaller
doll.
than a woman.
Little doll.
Little Barbie.
Yeah. Picks the wrong one, accidentally dresses up as a gollywog.
Okay, I'm putting a tea towel on.
I like the idea that that they're coming to conscript you or whatever, and you quickly just slip a dress on, and they're just about to get to you, and then the TV producers for Live at the Apollo pull you and put you on stage instead.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay,
This went out well.
yeah, I haven't had this one on. Go for it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I don't think in Russia, I don't think maybe even having a dress on, I think they still chuck you on the van. I just think you're gonna have a bad time on the van.
Oh yeah, you're still getting.
You're
what you've-
everyone's girlfriend on the front.
What you've done is you're still going to war, but you've somehow made it so you're going to have a worse time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what I'll do. Get my arms,
Yeah.
take them out my sleeves, put my jumper so it looks like I've got no arms.
Okay, but they might take your jumper off to check.
Yeah, so they're not going to do any more than a tertiary
Ah,
check.
this guy's got no arms. We best leave.
Well, they're in a rush. They've got to get people quick, right?
They are Russian, but that's not what it is.
Hey.
Oh my god! Ladies
Right.
and gentlemen, it is 19 minutes past 2. We have just witnessed the death of comedy.
I thought we'd kill comedy in a different way, to be honest.
So, do you want to see how Russian people are actually getting out
Yep.
of war?
Yep.
Right, here we go. So this is some mates helping each other out to get out of the war.
Okay.
Right, so that's at the end of the video. Here we go. Here we go. If you want to make that full. Yeah, oh yeah, we want to hear this.
Вот это, блядь! Вот это жестко было, ёб твою мать! Не, вот это уже...
So we jump from the top flight of a flight of
So
stairs
he
right onto his
climbs
leg.
up. He climbs up a few stairs, right? If you want to.
Oh,
so
man.
there is a guy on the floor.
Oh,
Got his
man.
leg over the step on it, and his mate.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Вот это жестко
So
было,
like,
ёб
so
твою
you know
мать.
they are just jumping onto the leg and just breaking it, and like he's
Yeah.
jumping with 2 feet. That is a multiple break. he's got.
Mate.
And it's like up. It's
Yeah, he's propped it, so his
Holy
foot's up on the
shit.
step, and then there's a gap, and then a little drop.
Who's his-
We can put this into the episode.
Who's his friend, Marcos Rojo? Like,
But like, it's mad, like because the guy who does it, like he walks off like, fuck.
well, that's because he knows he's next.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like, would
this is how Alan Smith's career got ended.
Yeah. Like, would you take one of these to go out of war?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I would as well. I'm not having you doing the jumping though. Like, I don't want my leg to be dust.
I think I'd break something else before I went with leg.
You've got to go intense. You can't break a finger and get out of war. You've got
I
to
think
break
you
a
can
leg.
actually. I think if you broke it, no, not break, but if you chopped off your 2 fingers,
I'd rather break a leg than lose fingers permanently.
I wouldn't. I'd chop off my little finger for.
yeah, but that's
Not
not
your
it.
little finger,
It's
they're
got to
not-
be your
It's the
firing
Russian army. They
fingers.
think they give a fuck about your pinky. Like they don't care. And even then, like I reckon they go shoot left-handed. You know, like it's the Russian army in times of crisis. Like
eye patch.
an eye patch. Oh yeah, there's never been a soldier with an eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's ever fought with one of them.
Yeah.
Well, not now. They take you off. Your depth perception's all shit. You can't aim.
They don't care. They barely got guns for everyone. Like there was a video the other day where they were like they had a load of Russian conscripts, and there was this like woman who was like a military leader, like explaining to them the situation.
Yeah.
And she's just going, "We don't have tourniquets, so try and find something that you can use as one in case that happens."
What's a tourniquet?
It's like a rubber thing you put around, like say your arm gets cut off.
Yeah.
You put it around and tie it tight to stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
So they don't have any of those. They were like, we don't have any medicine. Please try and get people to send it from home. Get people to send you tampons in case you get shot so you can put it in the bullet wound.
Oh, really?
They were like, we don't have any supplies. We will supply you with armour and hopefully a weapon, is what they said.
Armour and hopefully...
How good would you be if you had to go to war without a gun?
I'd-
You're like,
I'd-
what am I doing here?
I mean,
Catapult
I'd
like Dennis the
rather...
Menace.
I would much rather have the weapon and hopefully the armour.
Yeah.
Because you're not chucking bullets at anyone.
Yeah.
Go away!
Yeah, you can hide behind a wall, hope you don't get shot. You can shoot back. I'd much rather have a weapon than the armour.
But also as well, if you walk into town with a weapon, people go, I don't want to get shot. Whereas if you walk into a town with a bag of bullets,
Yeah.
people are like, fuck that cunt.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot him and take his bullets.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta swing them around your head and clock people with it. But yeah, fucking brutal, that, innit?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
It's a way of doing it, though. But like, yeah, they are Russian, so I assume they are full of the old vodka while they're doing this. You
Yeah.
know? Like, I would drink again to get me like broke like that. Like, I'm not doing that sober.
Oh, it's going to be painful, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah, you want a lot more.
Fuck me. I mean, we're suffering as well. Our winter fuel bill is going to be quite high.
they are going to be quite high.
People don't
yeah.
think about that, do
To be
they?
fair, though, there was a Russian streamer who their entire live stream that I assume they're still on. They were doing it for a couple of weeks. Was just them running all their gas hobs because he only pays €1.50 a month for his gas because he's in Russia. So he's just streaming it, being like, "Fuck you." That's
quite
really
funny.
funny.
Yeah, fair,
I hope
yeah.
he still live streams when he gets conscripted.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's probably been dragged off the street now.
Yeah.
It is getting like gnarly over there. Like some of the videos where like I saw a video where there was this guy who's like, yeah, the war's good. I'm well up for it. I'm going to go join. I'm going to go to war. Cool, let's go. But then like 2 seconds later, they like grab him and start beating him and chuck him on the van. And he's like, no, I want to go. And they're like kicking fuck out of him and chucking him on.
Wow.
And he's like, I want to go to war. It's crazy.
Wow.
They are just literally dragging fuckers off the street. It is terrifying.
Are you a fan of football and also a fan of Dead Men Talking and also a fan of a little bit of gambling? Well, if so, we have teamed up with Final Runner and we are offering a last man standing competition. If you don't know what that is, basically head on over to finalrunner.com. You pay £5 to enter and every week you pick just one football team to win. And if your team wins, you go through to the next round, and if not, you get knocked out. And we do that every week until there's one winner at the end of it who wins all the money for themselves.
And they can go to your house and claim your family as their own.
We're doing our next Final Runner. Claim your family as your own.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
these are my children.
like a pirate in the
Yeah.
1500s.
I think like Pontius Pilate, that sort of thing. She's just going to take all your firstborns.
We're doing the next competition on Saturday, the 15th of October. So head on over to finalrunner.com, get your £5 in. It's a great way of supporting the community, and it's a great way of having a little bit of fun. Please gamble responsibly-ish.
Herod, not Pontius Pilate. Pilate was the one who killed Jesus.
How does it feel to be the only person in the world that uses the word gnarly still? Like,
Me and like 3 surfers.
Yeah.
A couple of guys from Jackass use it.
Yeah. I've never known anyone to use gnarly, and you use it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm just very cool.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
it. That's I couldn't put my finger on the reason why.
Happy to help. Happy
That's
to help.
now that
Yeah,
Tom, you saw that, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's because Rob is very cool.
Because he's so some 41.
Yeah,
That's your idea of cool.
he's
is it
so-
some
No, that's my
41?
idea of the word gnarly.
yeah. That's why he was late. He was storming through the party like his name was El Nino.
Yeah. I wasn't-
That's a lyric.
Yeah.
It's
Referencing
amazing how many
Fernando
lyrics
Torres.
you know.
What?
Referencing Fernando Torres.
It's amazing how many lyrics you know for someone who doesn't like music and actually says that music is shit.
Yeah.
You know every lyric to every song.
I know quite a lot of lyrics to songs. If I've heard of it, I know the lyrics to it, but I just don't like songs.
Yeah.
I was having a chat with this about Mark Nelson, and he was like, he's got a podcast, and he was like, you should come on my podcast. It's one. He goes, I know you're not really into your music or whatever, and I'm like, no. And he said, but like, so it's like one song that's like makes you feel happy, one song that makes you feel sad, one song that makes you want to do this, that, or the other. I was like, I'm gonna have to stop you. No songs make me feel happy or sad or anything. Like,
You don't feel any. You've never heard a song that's made you feel something.
no. So I know.
Such a sociopath.
Yeah, do you have emotions at all?
No,
No,
yes,
he
I have
doesn't.
emotions.
No,
but
he
they're
has
not-
approximations of emotions.
Hunger is not an emotion.
Yeah.
So I know that a song is meant to be sad because it's slow and it's Adele and she's, you know.
If you never related to a song, if you never like heard the lyrics and how it like
No.
feel like something that you had in common
No.
with
What
someone
about
else.
like the memory of a song that relates to one of your memories?
Yeah, that doesn't happen either. So, like, the only time that I could possibly have anything close to that is when I hear Lose Yourself, I think of Beat the Frog.
Right. Okay. So that's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Like songs have like made me cry. Like straight up. Just
That's
made me
insane
cry.
to me. That's insane to me. So I was saying to Mark, right, that I think of songs like and emotions. It's as weird to me as like if you got moved by a meal or something like that. So if you ever had like a chicken sandwich that made you feel Vonderlust or something like that, that's as ridiculous.
No, but it's
I
like,
had
it's
one
not
that made me
art.
cry
No,
because I shit myself so much.
like it's like a sandwich isn't art, isn't it? No matter how much Subway want to claim it isn't art.
No,
is
but
it?
what, even if you had the nicest meal ever,
Have you never felt emotion at a painting, a piece of art, any piece of art?
Yeah,
Like,
I
a
quite like
beautiful
looking
view?
at. I quite like looking at pieces. Yeah, I don't not feel emotion at art.
Right,
it's
but
just
like music is a type
It's-
of art.
Yeah, but it's
but
just
also,
music.
No, but it's also like the one that like it like bypasses thoughts and just hits like direct like in the emotions,
Nah.
like right in like.
I never. I don't have that.
But I don't have that for pictures of art either. I'm like, that's a good painting. That's a shit painting. But I wouldn't be like, oh no, this reminds me of my mother.
Yeah, that's what I'm like about music. Like I go, oh, that's an alright song.
I think you're both fucking
I'd
plebs.
listen to that again, but I could never get physically moved by a piece
You've
of
never
music.
like heard the story of a song and been like heartbroken by it.
The
like,
story of a song and felt heartbroken
yes,
by
like
it.
they tell us
Are
like the
you
narrative in a
insane?
song. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever listened to the narrative in a song.
What do you want about?
So I just listen to it and I go, that's a good song.
Memorize the lyrics word for word.
Yeah, but I don't reflect about what they mean. I just go, oh yeah, you know, do 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 do. That's the song. I don't listen to the fucking lyrics and go, oh my god, I hope he gets
You
better
don't.
soon.
That's the problem. You don't understand. You don't make any effort to
No, I
understand
just
what's
don't
being said. You just know
care.
that word's there.
I just like. So I told you that I listened to. I tried to listen to as much of Fleetwood Mac as I could.
Yeah.
The Rumours thing. Most of it dreadful.
Right. Yeah, I know. Like that's one album, right? You've not liked one album. I don't
Yeah.
think you need to give up on music.
No, but I mean, like, even like, so I could like listen to a song. like legitimately, I reckon my mother could die, and they could play a song at her funeral, and I could listen to that same song 2 weeks later, and I wouldn't have that connection.
Really?
Yeah. I'd just be like, oh, that's that song, innit? Like, just.
I find it so wild.
I find it wild how you live with this
Like
whole
most
like.
people live,
how-
like without
how
affecting
I think
emotions.
you have an extreme level
Oh,
of
totally.
emotions to
I
music.
like love music.
I'm
like,
normal
I'm
and you two
I'm
are
a
mental.
music obsessive. I love it. Like it is like music is like a massive part of my life. That
How
totally
tiring
But
must it
I
be?
go to festivals with hundreds of thousands of people like having the same experience. It's not like you know.
Nah, because I've been to festivals before, and I'm not having that experience.
You're the one who's not though. You're the
I'm
one
just
who's
sat
not.
there going, yeah, we're in a field, innit?
Have you ever taken pills at a rave?
Yes,
Right.
that's the only time.
Yeah.
So,
Like that. I was like that has to be.
So
one.
I
Yeah,
remember-
felt
you weren't
it.
just sat there then going,
Yeah, going.
So-
Oh, I don't really get
I'm
the
having
feeling
pills at a
off this.
fest-
so
Yeah.
I remember being at Blissfields Festival, and they had comedy on. It was dreadful.
Yeah. Usually is at a festival.
And I
were
took.
you playing with you?
Yes, that's why I was there.
Right.
I wasn't.
And
So we're
just-
using one of his t-shirts as the tent.
Yeah. My boxers were used for glamping.
The yurt.
So yeah, the yurt locker. So anyway, right, took some MD, and I remember lying in on the grass in a tent.
I love it. The first person who takes MDMA and lies down.
I need a rest.
I'd had a long day, so that was when actually I made my girlfriend at the time set up a 5-person tent on her own. Anyway, so
What did she sleep in?
What? Oh. So
No, but like
I
no. We're circling back to that. Why did you make up and put it up by yourself?
because I was busy. I also
You were busy.
we were at the end of the relationship then. She was pissing me off.
You'd stopped
so,
caring.
yeah,
And you were
yeah.
like, you do that.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway,
Yeah. Way to set yourself up for a fun weekend. Piss off the missus day one, minute one.
it was Beans on Toast was singing some songs,
Right.
and
And
that.
you were like, that's disgusting.
But I don't. I actually don't think he's that bad, to be honest with you. I quite
I was
like
just
him.
Joking about beans.
Okay. Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
I
did,
don't.
Did you feel some emotion then
No.
with the music? Right.
No. So I don't. I go, that song's a nice song, or that song's annoying, but I don't feel a guttural emotion to it. That's weird.
Oh, I've been I've cried.
The idea that you
multiple
can
times.
cry to a song, I think,
Mate,
is weird.
I saw Toots and the Maytals, like fucking one of my heroes. Like he invented ska music. He's incredible.
Ska music's. Sorry, go on.
Right, you're thinking of like fucking like real big fish though. That's not who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trumpets.
I'm talking about actual like Jamaican ska music from the 60s.
Okay, I think that's dreadful.
Right. You are stupid and wrong. Anyway,
Right.
I was watching
You've seen Tootie and the Horn Dogs, or whatever you said.
Toots and the Maytals.
Tootie and the Horn Dogs wasn't far
Hootie
off.
and the Horn Dogs. Sounds like Hootie and the Blowfish, doesn't it? But like I was so I was watching them and like I was peeking off a tab of acid.
Okay.
And he hit a note that made me spontaneously cry because it was like the most beautiful thing I'd ever heard in my
One
life.
note.
He just hit a note and it just fucking made me go. It was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
And then-
that's too far the other way.
Yeah, I was tripping bollocks to be fair.
And then-
but
Yeah.
like, there's also like songs that like the first time I heard them have just fucking crushed me. Like,
Really?
Yeah. Johnny Cash's cover of "The Beast in Me" just fucking gets me every time. It's like,
Oh, I've heard that.
brutal.
It's just
So-
slow.
it's
beast in me.
it's the like the soul.
Maybe
in
I
his
can make him
voice.
cry. Is jailed by frail and fragile bars.
It doesn't quite work when you do it. No, it doesn't have the same
Restless
effect.
by day and by night
it's one of the most incredible
rants and
songs.
rages at
Can
the
you get me going?
stars.
Yeah, it's not as good when you do it.
God help.
Yeah, but I think that's like an
The
incredible
beast
piece of
in
music. I think
me.
it's like amazing.
It's boring.
I wouldn't cry over a song when it's got no context. Only if it
But it does
reminded
have
me of something
Well, this is
sad
it.
or even happy.
It connected to me because it's all about being basically it's about being a fuck up. And like the first time I heard it, I was like towards the end of me drinking, and it just fucking floored me.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you doing before you listened to that song?
I can't really remember. I think I was just like sat about in my room. I think just listening to music and stuff, and just listening to things and trying. I just like find
I
stuff.
think
and listen
this
to it.
is your ADHD. Like, I think that this is a symptom of you
Right.
being weird.
Right.
Like, I think it's insane.
Feeling an emotional connection to music. I don't think that's weird.
No, like massively, like feeling this connected.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm at one end of a spectrum.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more like,
Morbid obesity.
I'm a bit more like, I listen to it, I hear it,
Yeah.
it's either good or it's bad.
Yeah.
The idea that you'd cry to a song or even feel sad to a song feels so
Even
alien
feel
to me.
sad? God, you must have heard a song that made you feel something. It's
No.
crazy to
I
me.
recognise that the song's meant to be sad.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me
What
feel
about a song that
internally sad.
What about a song that like gasses you up? Like on the radio on the way here, they played Rage Against the Machine, "Killing in the Name," not "Killing in the Name." There's another one I can't remember.
Okay.
But like, I haven't heard it in years, and I was like, it got me fucking. I was feeling a bit flat before that. Heard that, it was fucking great. It was buzzing. Does nothing do that for you? Even
Not really, no.
nothing like fires you up, gets you fucking going.
What do you mean, like for
What do you mean? Like just hypes you up a bit, gets you fucking gassed up.
like coffee but music? What?
Have you ever heard a song and thought, I'm going to dance or even move a little
No,
bit?
this is going to surprise you.
Not a big fan of the odd movement.
I don't like dancing at all.
Yeah, even when you were on MD, you didn't dance.
No, I don't like it at all.
How do you not dance on pills? I literally
don't-
can't not move.
I
when
You must
I'm
have
on
moved
pills.
to the rhythm a bit.
Yeah.
You're blinking to the rhythm or
Like
something.
I like even when it's like the backing song between bands, I'm like pacing because I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can't stop moving.
Nah,
Like,
I don't like dancing. I'm like the Scissor Sisters.
it's like
You're so much like the Scissor Sisters.
Yeah.
I've always thought that about you.
that's wild though.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't like dancing at all.
yeah.
It's at weddings and stuff. I am watching the coats. I'm just.
You're at the buffet.
Yeah. I don't like it at all. Oh, I'll. Yeah, that'll get me moving.
Like weddings is different because, like, especially for me now, I don't booze. Like, you know, like everyone will have a dance when they're a bit pissed, and it's a different kind of dancing. I'm
But-
talking about like at a rave.
but
you know,
people
then I'm
can't-
fucking dancing.
But people
Yeah, yeah.
can't dance. Most
Yeah.
people. So
yeah,
here's
we go to weddings full of white
So-
people. So yeah, no one
That's
can
why you
dance.
need to go to rave.
Here's-
Raving isn't dancing, is it?
Yeah,
It's
no,
jumping
you
about,
just
going
got to
mad.
move about a bit.
So
you do
here's
whatever you want.
here's
innit?
the thing that you might not know about me is I don't like being the centre of attention unless it's warranted. So like,
Why do you do stand up then?
well,
You nearly answered.
so I
It's
like
nearly-
I like comedy because I am arrogant enough to go, everyone just shut the fuck up because I'm great at this. But I don't like being the centre of attention at any other time. I hate birthdays. The idea of getting married and horrific. The idea of the day of getting married and being the centre of attention, I really don't like.
Has to have sex
I-
with a woman.
I hate things like karaoke. I hate things like dancing or anything where people are looking. It's not my thing at all.
Got to
It's
dance
mad
like
how-
no one's watching, Freddie.
It's
Dance
mad how
like
you
no
say
one's
this
watching.
as you're hosting a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But this is different because there's three of us in a room. If there was like 1,000 of us or whatever, and we were all hosting our own podcasts and stuff, I'd feel weird about it.
Right, so don't go to pod conference then.
Oh yeah. That's why I turned down our invitation at PodCon.
Yeah. We'll be there at some point. At some point, we'll get invited to like a big podcasting conference, and it'll be really funny. So everyone will be there with like their professional business podcast, and we're like, "Way to shout about rape!"
Can we take the wall with us?
Yeah, take a little mobile wall.
We
should get a portable one built for when we have to do like because we're going to film some episodes on the road, aren't we?
Yeah.
We should make like one that we can take with us.
So
and set
I
up.
think what we should do is if we ever get invited to PodCon or something like that, we should pay for a GIMP.
yes,
So we should a different one, Tom. So,
a bigger one, a
Adult
full-size
size one,
human.
so
GIMP,
I love
yeah,
the
yeah.
idea that we'd have like a proper like Pulp Fiction GIMP that sort of follows us around on a leash and just kneels down and we can drum our fucking.
Can we get a dwarf gimp? Another one. Just a really big mask in like a little leather suit.
Oh, you know what we should do if we go on road trips? You know how businesses get their cars painted with the logos?
Yeah.
That's what should be on the wall.
What, we should get the wall on a
Wall
car?
on a car.
No. Like, how would we make it 20 metres without being pulled over?
Well, that'd be
Oh,
the
yeah.
challenge.
Yeah. I've got the logo stuck. I've got a sticker on the back of my car.
Have you?
Yeah, I stuck one on the other day. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You also have a sticker on the back of your car that says Globex Corporation,
Yeah.
though, so I don't know how much your
Yeah.
sticking on the back of the car means.
Yeah. Well, it's just a little Simpsons reference for
Yeah,
those who
Hank
get
Scorpio.
it.
Yeah. From
It's because
the
the logo's purple and my car's purple, so
from the Simpsons episode, You Only Move Twice.
one of the best ever. Yeah.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the best. It's in
Yeah.
Scotland.
Speaking of music,
Itchy and Scratchy Land, do you think it's the best one?
Yeah, it's the boat jokes. It gets me every time.
That is
Boat makes
great,
me laugh
but
so
I don't
much.
know. I think in terms of structure episode, I think Homer's Mother might be my favourite episode ever.
Yeah.
It makes me cry. That made me cry as well.
what? You cried to an episode of The Simpsons?
Yeah, it's genuinely like
It
it's
is bad.
heartbreaking.
Oh, is it 'cause the
when
mother-
he's sat on the bonnet
Is it
and
'cause-
the sun goes
Is it
down?
because the mother fucks off? And then because your
Yeah.
dad fucked off,
Yeah.
you feel sad? No,
Yeah.
genuinely, I'm being genuine. Did you look at
You're not
that and
being
go,
genuine,
that's
are you?
kind of... No, genuinely.
That's probably
Did you
why. That
look
is
at
probably
that?
why. It
That's
resonates.
probably why.
I didn't think about that consciously, but it
'Cause
made
your
me very
dad
sad.
left
It's
you
moving.
as a
It's
child.
deliberately moving
Yeah, yeah.
bit of an episode.
I think it's because your dad left you as a
maybe,
child.
Mate, I watched the fucking. Have you seen Nathan Fielder's new show, The Rehearsal?
No.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
Right, it's fucking great, and I loved it. But the last episode is brutal about a kid who doesn't have a dad, and I was like, it fucking ruined me, man. It was way too on the fucking nose.
Nathan For You, by the way, I think it's
Nathan
the
For
funniest
You
program
is
ever.
one of the funniest TV programs ever made. The Rehearsal is not that funny, but it is a fucking emotional fucking yeah.
So you cried at an episode of The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Surely
probably
you
more
cried
than
at the one when Homer went to the all you can eat and then he got thrown out. There's a theme to this episode.
Look, like I'm.
Oh, yeah, just this one.
I'm a very emotional guy. Like I'm a crier. Like I've cried at loads of things. Like
You've never cried in my presence.
yeah.
And I want you to know that, like men's mental health and stuff.
Sure.
If you cry
Yeah.
around me,
I'm aware.
I'm going to call you a little bitch
I know, I'm
until
aware.
the end of time.
I hope
am
you cry
aware.
at the sex dungeon.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might cry in the sex dungeon. I'm scared of the sex dungeon now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked
Yeah.
a big talk,
They're
but
gonna
now
be-
it's going to get in real.
I'm really worried about telling my girlfriend about this.
Yeah, I've already broached it with my missus. Who's picking Tom's costume? Should we do it together?
The listeners.
Oh yeah, we could have a little vote for what your costume could be when we go there. Because me and
Yeah,
so for
put in your
people,
comments.
people who are unaware, we've announced this on a Patreon. We haven't told the public yet.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we're doing a little special where we're going to a swingers club to get beaten up by dominatrices. Dominatrices. I don't know how you
Dominate
pluralise.
try.
Dominate try. So. We're going to get beaten up by some dominatrix. We're going to do a little podcast with like a dominatrix and sex club owner who is a legend.
She's one and the same.
Yeah, she's the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a fucking ledge. We've been chatting to her. She's a hoot, so that's going to be dead fun. And yeah, so in it, we're going to film a little thing just for Patreon of us experiencing what it's like to be dominated, essentially. We're going to get hit with loads of stuff. It's going to be horrible. But me and Freddie are picking each other's costumes and safe words for the event. So I think I've already decided what I'm going to dress Freddie as, and I'm very excited.
I haven't given you yours any thought whatsoever. yet.
I had a little idea the other night, and it made me laugh loads. So I think we're going to do that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you'll find out on the day.
So I have to wait. So the listeners are going to decide mine.
Well, this is what we're floating as an idea. I don't think it's a bad one.
Patrons get to decide.
Yeah,
yours.
patrons. Give it
That's
a
what
vote.
you get for £3 a month.
You get to vote on what you have to wear. Are you down for it?
I mean,
We'll take that as a yes. Patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod.
It has to be a costume that's available in child sizes. It's very important.
And
Can
made
you all
in
please
child
vote for
factories
armor
as well.
for me, please?
Armour. No. You know who fucking listens to the... You're not getting armour, mate. You're not getting armour. It's not going to be nice.
No.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's happening like next month, isn't it? So it'll be around Halloween or something that'll be
Yeah,
out.
that'll be
So,
really
but we've
fun.
got it in the planning.
It's
Very excited.
gonna be really bad.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it
gonna
is.
ask them to break you emotionally,
Right.
like the one's gonna whip you and then show you like an old family photo album.
I'm-
He's dead. She's dead. You start tearing up, and then they start.
Just start playing tunes. I'm just like, fucking hell, not this one.
I'm really worried that it's going to awaken something in me, and I'm going to really
That
enjoy
is
it.
the issue. Yeah, if I'm like, oh my god, like finally.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
pretty sure I'm not.
I'm
though,
gonna
'cause
have them. I'm gonna have them timed to a chair, force his eyes open like a Clockwork Orange, and I'm gonna have a montage of dads playing catch, whilst they play "You Got a Friend in Me." And you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, and you're just tearing up. Well, just remember what your old pal said. Why did he go? Yes,
I'm
broken him.
really not into it though. Like, I'm not particularly into I'm not looking forward to
Right.
it. It's not my thing at all. Being like physically hurt in those situations.
I
Like
tend-
when women get too scratchy or bitey, I'm like, okay.
Also, as well, I'm a bit of a dom, me. That's my thing. So
Gross.
I don't
That's
like.
gross.
I don't like subbing for no cunt.
Right. Well, you are going to. You're going to be their little bitch.
That's it.
It would, to be fair, it'd be bad content if we all really enjoyed it. It wouldn't be as funny, would it?
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely not going to.
Yeah, I think it's going to leave marks.
Yeah, I know.
It's
yeah.
going to be really tough.
Yeah.
I think that
We're also doing it the day before a live roast at the Frog, so we can show people our scars.
Which, by the
I've
way, if
already
you
got
want-
shitloads of scars all over my body.
have you?
Yeah, I had lung surgery last year. So I got a fucking big old scar all down my back.
Let's see if we can pop the new one.
Pop. I don't think that's how lungs pop.
I think that's how they pop.
They're little balloons.
Yeah.
If you want to check out the live roast, by the way, Tuesday the 18th of October at the Frog and Bucket. Tickets are a £5.
Yeah.
They're amazing. At the last roast, we shot people with BB guns.
Yeah, we bought an airsoft gun and shot people who did shit jokes.
And let me tell you, they were overpowered.
Yeah, it fucking sucked. I shot Freddy in the back of the head with one. It was amazing.
Shot me in the back of the head. I shot you in the back.
Yeah, mine was worse
There was
somehow.
a big yeah, because I took about 4 steps forward
Yeah.
and shot you from about that far away.
Yeah, brilliant.
Because I'm a cunt.
Yeah,
And you shot me in the back of the head, so you deserved it.
yeah,
I shot everyone, never got shot once.
yeah. Yet. I'll bring the gun in next time.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll bring my armour.
Yeah.
Have we got any videos to watch?
We've got videos. Let's, in
We got a lovely question.
Oh, do you want...
Oh, we got a lovely question. Let's do a
we've
lovely
got
question.
Tom's lovely question. Let's have a lovely question.
Tom's lovely question.
Here we go.
We've got a new sting. Remember
Oh,
last
yeah.
time?
Yeah, with
you
your
wanted
little
it to be.
Mexican guy.
You wanted it to be new ethnicities.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. What did
So?
we... What did we...
Slightly concerned.
Yeah, I'm really worried now.
Tom's lovely question.
Wait, sorry.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
So, right.
Sorry. Hang about a minute. So it's got a T-shirt with Richard Herring on,
Yeah.
and
Herring-
it's
so
wearing a
new
screwdriver.
Not wearing holding a screwdriver, and it's got a noose around his
Herring
neck.
screwdrivers, shouting
Little
screw.
clues in there.
New screw.
I googled this country,
screw
some
herring.
stereotypes. This came up.
Right, so herring, Finland. Is it Finland?
Very close.
Norway?
No, Sweden, innit?
It's Sweden.
Sweden.
They love herring.
Right,
And
Look, big suicide rate.
yeah.
IKEA.
Right, still looks Mexican. No one in Sweden is that colour.
Of course they are. It's a very multicultural place, Sweden.
I mean,
I've been. It's surprisingly multicultural.
yeah, because you're surprised there's not more than one non-white person. I was
There's-
the same
there's-
in Norway. I was
there's-
like, there's a brown guy.
Wait a minute.
Actually, I think this TV is a bit off as
wait
well.
a minute.
This
Hang
one is-
about a
The
minute.
TV's
So when you said you've been to Sweden and it was very multicultural,
Yeah.
you went to Stockholm, right?
Yeah.
Which is the capital of Sweden.
It is,
So
yeah.
you have to compare that to the capital of England,
Yeah.
which is London,
Multicultural.
which is more or less multicultural. Because I can guarantee you that if you went to fucking Hergenstadt in the fucking northwest, they'll have never
They've
heard
got a
of
West
brown
Indian
people.
quarter in Stockholm, have they?
Look, I was surprised how multicultural it was. If you went any capital, it will be. But it was. I just thought there wouldn't be anyone that wasn't white there, but there was loads.
Yeah, that's you being racist, not Stockholm being multicultural.
Me learning something and growing.
Also, Alexander Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Swedish centre forward.
Yeah. Well, John Carew was the surprise we all had.
He was
Norwegian.
Norwegian, mate.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not Sweden, is it?
No, it's Scandinavian. There are similar stereotypes abounding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
See, you learn things. We're being very culturally sensitive today.
Well, I ate him. I was angry when I went to Sweden.
I hate the Scandinavians.
We actually sort of accidentally did my lovely question before, back when we were talking about murdering people. So I've got another one though.
Okay.
Right, I got to back up.
How many puppies
Yeah.
could you kill before they overpowered you?
An infinite. Well, it depends what puppies of what breed.
Dachshunds.
Oh, infinite. 'Cause
Infinite?
You just step on their backs and they
You're going to have an
snap.
asthma attack after 3.
No.
Also,
No,
they're
no,
called
no.
sausage dogs, so
Yeah. And they're all coming at once. So
Yeah.
say there's like 1,000
they all
of them
come
on
into
you.
this room.
Yeah.
It, literally as many as there
A
is.
million.
I could wipe the breed out. Legitimately. Honestly, a sausage, especially a sausage
you
dog.
would wheeze yourself to death after 4.
No. Like
I've stamped on too
a
many dogs.
sausage dog is maybe the easiest breed of dog
You'd
to kill.
fucking fry him. That's the way you'd get rid of him. Oh, lovely sausage dog's
Yeah.
my favourite.
How many could I kill?
Yeah.
How many?
Have you got any burger dogs as well?
Have you got any
How many
mustard?
buns have you got? Right.
You
Let's
reckon you
make
could
it...
kill a million sausage dogs if they
It's-
came
it's
through that door?
Absolute bollocks.
Okay, so
You would drown under the weight
if
of them.
there was a funnel point like that door,
Yeah.
You're treating it like 300.
honestly,
You got
yeah.
like the Spartans.
Honestly, infinite amounts.
So you could just go forever without dying.
It's not true. It's absolute bollocks.
But the thing
The
is,
physical effort of killing them is going to be more than you expect. The tiredness is going to be the
Okay,
issue.
okay,
The
I reckon
fatigue
then-
is what's going to take you down.
I reckon in that case then, in between 1,000 and 10,000.
Just bollocks.
Genuinely.
There's no way you get into 1,000. It's so many more dogs than you're thinking.
I think you'd struggle with double figures.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I think he would. I think 2 would do it. So whilst he's trying to chase the first one, he'd get out of breath, and the other
No,
one
but
would
they're
nip him to
coming
death.
towards me.
They're allowed to have strategy. They're going to outsmart you. You're going to be outsmarted and outflanked by sausage dogs.
So I would honestly, for the first 10, I'd be picking them up and just launching them against the walls.
Yeah, that's the thing. First 10 you might be, but then the second 10 it gets a little bit harder.
Plus, you pick one up and the other one's biting you, so
Yeah,
you're already
yeah.
one down.
Yeah.
And then you pick
All right, I'm going to pick 2 up and just smash them together.
That's a good technique.
Like that.
Yeah, good technique. That. Yeah.
Smash them together, and because they got long tails, I'll use them as little nunchucks. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. Fucked. Now, if you want a real question, Rottweilers or Dobermans or German Shepherds or Belgian Malinois, like proper dogs.
Belgian what?
A Belgian Malinois.
I think that's just a pastry he likes.
A Belgian Malinois is the dogs that police use. They are like German Shepherds, but on steroids.
Yeah.
But a bit French.
Yeah. Grasses.
Yeah.
Right, so, all right, then how many Rottweilers through that door?
Honestly, 4
Yeah.
Rottweiler puppies.
Yeah. Depends
4
how
maybe.
big the puppy is, yeah.
But they're a fucking bastard to kill as well.
Yeah, I know, exactly,
You can,
yeah.
you can literally kill a sausage dog by fucking stepping on it, and
You
just
could.
no, you could. You snap their backs in half.
You just don't like you're trying to get them out of military service in Russia. So you get rid of a sausage dog, innit? Just stand on a step, you're all right.
Honestly, you'd snap that many. You'd be like walking on a wintry day and just snapping.
No, but that's the
twigs
thing.
and
It would
stuff.
get really hard to stand because you've got like all the sausage dog goo under your feet. This
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
you're underestimating, like the actual
Yeah,
practicalities.
but it'd
of it.
also get
You're
harder.
not having them swept away from you. You've got sausage dog corpses everywhere. You've got some of them twitching.
It'd also get harder for them to come at me then.
But there's waves of them. They are a horde, like rats in a film. They're like that. Doesn't matter
Like
if the
zombies.
individual
Yeah, but they're
ones
so
are struggling.
slow.
There is a wave.
They're
of
so
them.
slow, sausage dog
But
puppies.
you've moved yourself into a funnel point. That's what you said, and you're going to get trapped in it because you're too big. So you're going to get stuck in a door frame.
Actual dogs like that, or any sort of gun dog, a Hungarian Vizsla, maybe a German Short-haired Pointer,
What about dogs like your mum?
maybe something like.
How do you know so many breeds of dogs?
How do you
Like
not know?
Dogopedia?
How do you not know these things?
I know like 3 dogs.
Right, name the dog
You know
breeds that
loads
you
about
know.
your fetish.
name the breeds of dogs that you know.
German Shepherd,
Yeah.
sausage dog.
Belgian Malinois.
Why is that weird that I know what a Belgian Malinois is?
I've
Paul
never
Smith's
heard
got
of
a
it.
Belgian Malinois called Jax.
Who was?
Paul Smith.
All right.
It's nuts. The dog's. She used a lot in police and stuff like that. I think a lot with working breeds and stuff like the Malinois, like the Collie, stuff like that, is the wrong sort of people buy them and they end up fucking nuts.
I don't
Scousers with fake teeth.
Here's the thing: how many breeds of dogs do you reckon you could name just by getting them up?
How
Like-
many can I
like-
name?
like-
Fucking hell, this is
like
like
that
Warwick
you saw.
Davis's quiz show.
Yeah, I'm not doing Tenable.
Yeah, exactly.
Tenable.
Yeah, fucking worst
Did you
quiz
produce
show.
it?
No, I fucking hate Tenable.
It is shit.
I mean, I don't mind Tenable, and I would work on it if offered.
Tenable's the worst of all the
It's
quizzes.
fucking bollocks.
Yeah, I think it's been cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also as well because he's got no charisma at all. He's like...
Tom thought he was too tall for the job.
Have we got any videos then?
Oh yeah, we do. Let's get into the. If we go into the folder, Tom made a file for today. We've got a few, and I've not labelled them today, so it's a bit of a lucky dip.
How many puppies do you reckon you could kill?
Sausage dog ones.
Yeah.
Like I do think I could get to like 100, but then
Easy.
I think the practicalities of tiredness and slippiness and all that. I think it starts to overwhelm you.
You could, with your feet, just boot through and kill
This is
about
what I mean.
6.
I could do, yeah, like each kick I could get rid of a lot, but if there's a swarm of them, they're going to overpower you eventually.
Yeah.
You know, like so in 28th of today's date. Right. Okay. Oh, let's go for that one on the left.
Okay, so what we got here is a guy who looks like he's going to jump off into a swimming pool. I don't trust this video myself. Let's play it and see what happens. Oh, he's sucking himself up. Oh!
Do you hear that noise? The Emperor just goes, oh.
Oh my good
So
God.
for the audio listeners,
That one is so
It's
bad.
so bad.
So he's jumping off, maybe about 10 metres high. No, 5
Not
metres.
10 metres.
5
It's like
metres.
It's about 3 metres up.
So he jumps off, does several backflips.
Doesn't do several. He does
one
a
flip.
flip. Like fucking hell. This is like hearing a toddler reporting the story about. And he was 1,000,000 meters up and he did 20 backflips. He was 3 meters up and he does one flip. It's bad enough as it is, mate.
And then he hits his head. That's the sound that you hear is him hitting his head.
He
against
goes. He
concrete.
rotates all the way around, and this pool is not long enough, so he just hits the other side with his face. Can we have another watch?
oh, please no.
That guy, his life is now different.
Yeah.
Like you don't walk that one off, do you?
Wow.
And like judging by the
It's
state
like-
of the pool, I'm not sure he's near a great hospital.
Yeah.
You know.
He woke up a Spoffeth,
If he woke up.
I think. Well, apparently he lives, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
Well,
people
assuming
say
he lived.
that.
I think he probably lived.
Oh yeah, I think he lived.
A different life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's going to relearn how to talk. It's going to be
Yeah,
that
yeah.
level, I think. Like
It-
that is a major brain issue.
He definitely doesn't remember doing that. It's a good job they filmed it.
But it's
That
just
was
like,
tough.
don't do a flip into a pool that's wide. It's like, there's not enough space.
Yeah. I think I think that's his first time flipping.
I don't know. He's
I
pretty
think
good at it.
a
He was pretty good
seasoned
at the old
flipper.
flip.
A seasoned flipper knows to flip.
I think the opposite. I think he's got overconfident.
Yeah, that's like because he nails the flip. He just slightly over rotates, and there's not enough space for him. Like he nails going all the way over. I don't think I could even get all the way round like that.
It's tough, that one. That was
It's
tough.
brutal, isn't it?
You got another one?
Yeah.
I need to sort of cleanse that out of my memory.
Sure. This is a little cartoon explaining what is going to happen in the video because you only see it from a certain angle.
Are you messing me?
Yeah.
So there's a little cartoon before.
There's a little cartoon explaining
But the
what.
cartoon is like the beginning of Aha Take On Me.
Yeah, it is. So what the cartoon
He's
explains.
not gone through a cupboard, has he?
No, so it explains there are people shagging in the window, and then she goes out of the window towards a car. So let's have a little look. If we,
Mate, no.
here we go. And there's security footage of the car.
Oh, she's got no pants on.
Yeah, because she was getting
Did she was
shagged in the
shagged?
window.
Oh.
Can you zoom it? Like make it bigger. That little no.
There you go.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
She's all right.
Yeah, they're both there. See,
So-
like, they're
oh, they're both
full.
there?
Yeah, they both fall together. Look, they're
Make
both
it
there.
bigger. Click on that icon.
I can't. That's someone else's video. that
Oh
I can't-
right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh what?
Yeah. So they're in the window and like they topple
How are
over.
they? How are they just getting up from
I
that?
know, like it's genuinely not that bad. The injuries on that one,
Why are they shagging in an open window? That just
just for fun.
seems like it's asking for trouble. Me.
Well, it is asking for trouble. Yeah, we've proved why they shouldn't do it. They both tumbled out. I think there's some broken legs there because they go pretty straight down onto them. But yeah, fucking bad.
Maybe it wasn't open. Maybe it's just hard shagging. Smash the window.
I think you'd see the glass fall, and you know that wasn't in the cartoon, Tom.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
true, yeah.
cartoon, the window's open.
You know, I don't always believe cartoons though.
All right.
Do you ever cry to them? Hey, you pussy.
Yeah, you fucking gay. Anyway, let's see what the last one is on there. I think that's the same one you're opening, is it not?
So it's some tiles.
Oh yeah, this is a guy who's had a bad time.
Tiles in a hospital. Oh my god.
Being burnt quite.
This is like this looks like a guy that's three-quarters of the way. Oh my god, he's got no hand.
He's got no hand and his knob's all burnt.
Why are they touching him?
This is like the kind of guy that's like halfway to becoming a zombie in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
That's manky.
The Russians were like, "You off to war."
Off to war. Get your burnt knob over here.
You've still got your left hand. We can use that to fire stuff.
His little crispy bollocks really get me on that. It looks like a toffee apple, his knob, doesn't it?
Oh, little toffee apple,
He's got a
Willie.
little toffee apple knob. Yeah, like. So I don't know what happened.
Oh, we've got another contender for shit dick.
Have we?
It's in the Dead Men Talk pod. Again,
email?
yeah, the Dead Men Talk pod Gmail. Again, just so you're aware,
Yeah.
I've started it. There you go. Don't read out his name like you did last time.
Sure, yeah, fuck that. Like, fingers crossed that was edited out of the last
So
episode.
thank you to. We're going to call this guy
Let's call them just M.
M. M
M.
sounds good. Thank you to M.
Oh, wow.
So he's put it next to a 50p and he's put fat cunt Freddy.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, thanks, mate, but also like,
Wow. So it's not. Right, here we go. That's a good
that's
zoom.
really zoomed in.
Yeah, that's nice.
What's up with these crusty fucking
This
bellends?
is it. This one is a new addition. Thank you very much for your entry, Em. This is a new way we've taken this. This one has open sores on it.
Yeah.
It's
So-
like got like herpes sores, maybe.
So
like all over
here's
the tip. It's all crusty.
So here's the thing: is he has a small dick,
yeah.
not the smallest that we've seen,
Not the smallest.
but-
It's not as small as the baking soda
but
volcano.
definitely in the worst condition.
Yeah, it's knackered.
It's a knackered.
It looks like
penis.
this one's been used a lot more.
Sure, but not for like good things.
It's got more miles. It's had more miles on it.
This looks like the
More
one that
miles on the clock.
You know that guy.
Sound like a car salesman for Willys.
you know that one who put the
Two
dick
previous
in a lawnmower?
owners, one little old lady.
But you remember that one who put the dick in a lawnmower?
Yeah,
That's what I reckon would happen to it afterwards.
don't look great, that mate.
It doesn't look great.
Does not look
It looks like there's
great.
like hair stuck in it, in the saw.
It looks like when your bread's just going off.
Oh,
Little
God,
bit of mould on it.
It looks sore. That
It's like
penis.
got a hairy mole on it.
That penis looks sore. Looks really sore.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to put this one on the...
We'll have to ask
Discord?
them if we're allowed.
Yeah,
you know.
probably,
We'll ask for their permission.
Probably get rid of that tattoo on his hand as well if you're gonna.
Oh, yeah, that's identifiable.
Oh yeah. We'll crop that out if we and we would only do it with their permission. We'll check before we post it.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's got it. Just.
It's a contender because it's.
Do you
not
know
as small,
what? Do you
but
know
it
what?
is
I'll
bad.
tell you this. Right. It's not the smallest dick that
No,
we've
no, no.
had. It's not the most weirdly proportioned dick
No, we've had a weirder shape. We've had small.
but it's in the worst condition.
Mm.
And so I would actually say, controversially,
Yeah.
I'd say that this might not be the shittest dick, but it's the dick that I'd least like to have.
Okay.
I think this is the self-inflicted issues.
Yeah, the
rather,
thing
the
is-
first one was naturally shit. The first one was messy. Naturally a shit dick. This one's Ronaldo.
It's work.
Determination.
After every time he has a wank, he actually puts his dick in a cryogenic freezer so that he can aid with the recovery.
This dick's not allowed back in America. But yeah, like, look, the thing with this is this one could heal,
She was lying.
but wow. Okay, you versus Der Spiegel, is it?
You what?
Yeah. But like, right, this one could heal, but we're judging it on the condition it is currently in. That's the competition.
Oh yeah, totally.
I think it's a finalist. We're gonna have a grand final and decide. It's in the final, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is currently going to the finals.
I mean, it's top.
My vote is still for the OG.
It's top
personally.
3 no matter what happens.
Currently, yeah.
Wait,
but,
what do we have to?
But it's a contender. It's a contender.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well,
That's-
thank you so much, Em, for your shit dick. I hope that heals up. Thanks for showing us a photo whilst it wasn't healed.
I'll tell you what I would say before we go is that Sudocreme is a godsend.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to put that on your knob.
I can't think of it making anything worse right now.
Well, like there's a biome and stuff you shouldn't fuck with, you know.
There's a biome.
There's something like that, you know. It's like you don't use chemicals on your knob.
Oh,
innit?
like how women have got like your fanny pH needs to be a
Exactly.
certain
Like
level.
there was a period where I was a teenager where I was like, oh, my knob needs to be clean, so I started using like shower gel on it, and it really fucked it up.
Wow.
Wait, you weren't washing your knob before that?
No, I was washing my knob, but I wasn't using like something on it. You know, I was just using water, which is what you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then like I started using
Really?
like yeah.
Use soap?
No, don't soap your knob.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it can like fuck it up. Stop soaping your knob, mate. Just wash it. Just a bit of water. That's all it needs. Anyway, there you go. Knob washing tips. To be fair, there's a lot of people watching this who fucking need knob washing tips. Let's be fucking real. Just wash your knob. That'll be a start.
He needs a new tip, full stop.
Yeah, that guy needs to be washing. It's a very small tip as well, that dick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the dick itself is like a fine size, but the tip is tiny. It's like way smaller. It comes to like a really fine point, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like a fine liner.
I've seen Mexicans in American restaurants leave bigger tips.
Wow.
That's right, I went there.
Sorry to all the Mexicans listening to this.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. There's a big following because of all your cartoons. Loads in Stockholm, apparently.
Well, thanks. If you've got a shit penis, you can send it in to deadmentalkpod@gmail.com, or you can send it to the WhatsApp 07520 644 931. Send us in your videos to WhatsApp, please, if you've got any fucking weird shit to send us. And give us £3 a month. Go on Patreon.
patreon.com/deadmentalkpod. And for just £3 a month, what you get is you get an extra episode, which is often even worse than the ones that we have out.
Yeah.
You get access to all the extra content that we've made, the live roast shows, Rob's punishment set, what we're filming soon in the sex dungeon.
And also, your small business won't burn down. And it would be a shame if that was to happen, wouldn't it?
Access to all the fucked up videos that we watch in the Discord, and you help to promote the podcast, and you help to keep it going because we have costs and things like that, and so you're
That
helping.
are rapidly spiraling.
Yeah, because we ain't great at that whole business side of things.
No, we've really limited all our income streams by saying horrible things constantly.
Hey, maybe we should take all those pictures down, and so YouTube will stop demonetizing us all the time.
Do you think it's just the pictures?
Yes.
Do you not think it might be the content of what we do?
Maybe we should totally change.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be if we want to start making YouTube ad revenue, we're just gonna have to be a different podcast. Should we just be off menu? Should we just do that? We'll just do off menu.
Yeah,
we'll call it off-brand menu.
Because there's no way that we're doing a podcast called Off Menu and you're not calling me a fat cunt.
Yeah, no, all right, we're going to need a rethink.
We do often talk about people eating weird things, so.
Yeah, I think that might be part of the issue, mate. I think it might be part of the fucking issue. Look, we're on a list already. Our channel is definitely on a fucking list now. We can't post anything without it being demonetized. It's who we are, guys. We just have to live with it.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Go fuck yourself.